2 gunshot victims. You're going to be the second behind 57.
Dark nights in Denver are often the brightest. Police lights lit up several neighborhoods Saturday, starting with northeast Denver. Police say 3 were shot on Ceylon Street near East 58th Avenue just before 7:30. There's no word from police on their conditions.
47 with a screwdriver.
Less than 2 hours later, a person was stabbed in the arm near Raleigh Street and West 3rd Avenue. At 10:55, police say a man was shot dead and a woman wounded at Xenia and 11th.
They're in the alley with everybody.
Less than an hour later, paramedics were treating a person shot near Bruce Randolph and Vine. After midnight, another shooting sent officers to 22nd and Broadway and a Federal in Howard Place for a stabbing.
Code 10 on the male party.
A span of 6 hours, at least 1 killed and 8 others injured in a dark night for Denver. Noel Brennan, 9 News.
Police haven't named any of the suspects in those incidents. At least 1 person was taken into custody in connection with the stabbing on Raleigh Street. The Adams County Sheriff's Office and Aurora Police also reported shootings last night as well.